Helluva Boss is a spin-off of Hazbin Hotel, which itself spun off from the world of ZooPhobia, an amazing webcomic created by VivziePop. With the recent Season 1 finale and some hints from VivziePop, I think it's possible that ZooPhobia may come back once again, but this time as a spin-off for Helluva Boss, taking place in the Gluttony Ring specifically. My name is Deepcut, let's dive into the theory, but really quick, we're still giving away 2 $100 Amazon gift cards, 2 $100 Shark Robot gift cards that can be used at the Helluva Boss merchandise store, and the possibility to win one of 5 signed prints from your favorite cartoon voice actor. Just stay tuned until the end of the video to find out how you can win. ZooPhobia was a webcomic that was designed to have a very elaborate story with many characters and different arcs. It only released one of its many planned volumes, with the Hazbin Hotel story, titled Angels and Demons, not taking place until much later. By the end of Volume 1, VivziePop had managed to introduce and flesh out over 100 unique characters. Like with Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss, she was able to use her deep insights into the characters to create some of the fastest introductions to characters you can have that immediately make them feel like fleshed out real people with lots of history. In ZooPhobia, Hell was just a secondary location that some of the characters of ZooPhobia had ties to, with them having a figure that was referred to both as Satan and Lucifer, much different than the Lucifer we get in Hazbin Hotel. The main cast of Hazbin Hotel, as well as other characters yet to come, were intended to be demons sent to hell in the world of ZooPhobia who were rebelling against an angel and her demon hunters. The characters, including Charlie, were all Earthborn humans who were turned to demons after dying in different decades and centuries. Despite some of them having sins in their life, worse people were not given the same fate as them to become demons, and a lot of their particular arc would have involved figuring out why that was. At some point, VivziePop seemed to get new ideas about how to approach this same conflict, the unfairness of being sent to hell, with a very different idea of Lucifer as a chief devil figure and what his role would be in that big story. The story of ZooPhobia takes place in Safe Haven, a special zone where mystical beings from all over the world try to live together in peace. The focus in the story that was released was on the capital of Safe Haven, where a normal human with a fear of animals accidentally ends up being a counselor at a school full of furries, hence the name ZooPhobia. Through this lead, Cameron gets to work through her fear of animals by seeing them more as humans like herself, but the story quickly becomes more about the extended cast of characters, with Cameron just being a way to introduce us to the world. She continues to recur and would likely have some prominent arc play out, but the bigger focus seemed to be on the main 5, as they are called, 5 furries of different species who are best friends at the school. One of the characters, Jack, happens to be a cousin to Damien, the son of Satan/Lucifer in ZooPhobia. Damien was a somewhat side character early on, but would have likely played a bigger role as they got closer to the Angels and Demons arc way off in the future, and Hell became more prominent. ZooPhobia was a comic, but also appeared with various animations on VivziePop's YouTube channel, such as 666, a cute animation about Satan and Damien specifically, and the cute little father-son bond that they had. The most popular of these was the ZooPhobia music video set to Die Young, which featured an amazing furry dance party similar to what we got in episode 8 of Season 1 of Helluva Boss. Now, in Helluva Boss, demons can take many forms, and a lot of sinners can essentially just be furries, but when it comes to the native species of Hell, this mostly takes the form of hellhounds, who are the most animalistic outside of the bird nobles of the Goetia. With the introduction of Queen Beelzebub as a fox, however, it raises the question of if other species could exist in Helluva Boss, particularly in the Gluttony Ring. Before this episode, which featured a lot of yellow in the Gluttony Ring, VivziePop tweeted that her shows rarely have the opportunity to go someplace yellow, but that might change someday. This was alluding to the episode we were about to get, but it gives the impression that other shows could take place there as well. Hazbin and Helluva Boss have to take place in the Pride Ring, which even in Helluva Boss serves as the primary location so that we don't forget the first and very important conception of Hell with the Earthborn sinners that are trapped there. But this gives the impression that VivziePop would love a show that takes place more in another ring, perhaps even the Gluttony Ring, if there was ever a spin-off, and using that as a way to bring back ZooPhobia would be very interesting and bring things full circle. Hazbin Hotel spun off from ZooPhobia, and with it and Helluva Boss's success, VivziePop seemed interested in bringing ZooPhobia to YouTube as well, with the Bad Luck Jack short being a sort of pilot to introduce us to the world in the main 5. Bad Luck Jack got only 14 million views versus the 50 million of Helluva Boss's pilot, and while it features a lot of the same things people love about VivziePop's work, it didn't seem to catch the attention of the audience quite as much. The focus on hell is an important aspect of the Helluva Boss fandom, as it leads to a very dark and complex premise, but ZooPhobia puts itself more as a friendly children's cartoon that will inevitably go to deeper and darker places as it develops, but that more light atmosphere didn't seem to take off so well with VivziePop's current fans. Safe Haven was a place designed to keep many of the mystic beings safe, not just from humans, but from seemingly dark forces that many mystic beings had a collective reason to unite against. With that in mind, I could see ZooPhobia possibly being reimagined to take place in a new safe haven, one that exists within hell, but that perhaps provides a much happier and healthier life to the more animalistic and perhaps less evil furry-based demons. In ZooPhobia, hell was a place that Damien could visit from to go to school in Safe Haven, but if ZooPhobia was reimagined to take place within the framework of Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss, it could be a secret paradise that the other demons are absolutely unaware of. This would add some immediate legitimacy to the threats of outside violence and the importance of keeping Safe Haven a secret, as if it was discovered by any of the outside demons of hell, it could be taken over and exploited the same way the rest of hell is, the same way that the Hellhounds in particular are. The threats to Safe Haven in ZooPhobia were never explicitly explored, as they were being saved for a later arc, so it's hard to say exactly what would have happened, but this would allow VivziePop to explore her story in a setting that many of her fans just absolutely love, and even give her the opportunity to expand on hell and make it an even bigger world. Hazbin Hotel presented hell as just one big world with its red sky, but to save that location for the show to explore, Helluva Boss expanded on hell by making 7 rings to explore, giving us a break from the red of the Pride Ring and lots of new powerful characters to explore that won't take away from the overlords in Hazbin. Like hell in Helluva Boss, Safe Haven in ZooPhobia has 7 distinct districts, and that could easily become a new subsystem within hell that could be explored, each being known for its own contribution to Safe Haven, as well as having different needs there. The furries could be recontextualized as a natural set of species that develops in hell, but perhaps don't have nearly the natural evil drives that the other demons seem to have with their darker edges. The Hellhounds themselves often feel the most out of place because of just how furry and animal-like they are, feeling a lot less demonic overall. With all of these different subspecies of hellhounds that exist on the surface, I would not be surprised to find out that there isn't just enough room for all of them in Safe Haven, and that they exist as a sort of sacrifice to hell that allows Safe Haven to maintain its secrets. The comics hinted very heavily at there always being very grim consequences for the arrangements of Safe Haven, with predatory species living among their prey. Whatever system a hell-based Safe Haven may have could be largely about how each class of furry is oppressed in Safe Haven, but how this is the price they pay to not have to be in the rest of hell, where they would be treated like servants the way hellhounds often are. Perhaps we could even learn that there were once many furry species on the surface of hell, but they were believed to be driven to extinction as hell was colonized. But what do you guys think? Let me know your theories in the comments down below, as well as what you'd like to see in a ZooPhobia animated series. And if you'd like to win some of those prizes, come on down to the Cartoon Universe Discord server. You could win a $100 Amazon or Shark Robot gift card, which can be used at the Helluva Boss merchandise store. We're also giving away 5 autograph prints from your favorite cartoon voice actors that you can select for yourself. All you need to do is join our Discord, which is linked in the description below, or use our custom Discord code, CartoonUV. Once you join, you'll be messaged by this bot called Crew. With Crew, you can gain points, also known as Toon Tokens in the server, by being active and sending messages. But a brand new feature also just rolled out, and you are now able to integrate your YouTube account with the bot, meaning it will start rewarding you points for watching our videos and having conversations in the comments. That means the more you interact with our videos, the more entries into the raffles you will be able to make. You can purchase these prizes from the rewards shop channel in our server, or use the \shop command in Bot Talk. So what are you waiting for? Go get the bot set up, comment here what you hope to win, and I'll see you guys in the server.